Wow. Oh. So I went to bed last night and I forgot to set. I knew that there were daylight savings, but for some reason I was just in a cloud of sleep. I just set my alarm for 4:15, and well, daylight savings happened, and the market is now open at 3:15 or 3:30 here in Hawaii. So I knew that the market was open at an hour earlier today, but for some reason last night when I went to bed, I just set my alarm for the wrong time. So I'm back. I'm here. It's funny. There's actually over like 1,000 people watching or waiting. So here we are. Let's go. Let's get into it. Right now, looking at the Lux Algo. This morning, the market last night had a huge rally after news about the Fed coming out. And then this morning, looks like we basically sold off since the last night. This morning, 844 holding up there, 3,844. Looking at the pivots, there's a pivot right now at the 859. There's a pivot up there at the 3,919. So let's see what happens here. Market pushing back up right now on the book map here. Yeah, looking, I'm kind of going back and forth between the M and the H contract, but I think I think there's about the same. Is there about the same? I feel like in terms of volume here. Let's look. EHH3. Looks like there's a little bit more volume still on ESH3. It's pretty close, to be honest. If you look at the book map, the volume's almost the same. I'm looking at the order book, and the volume's pretty much the same right now. So I'm just going to stay on the ESM contract. So I'll just leave it like that for now. I mean, they look like pretty much the same. 133, maybe not. I don't know. Fuck. It's like literally almost the same. Whatever. So this is ESM, that's ESH3. So we'll keep it on the ESM, I think. Fuck, I don't know. What do we do? What do you want to do? ESH? What are you guys looking at? Yeah, I think everyone's whatever. We'll just keep it on ESHM for now. So right now, just kind of looking, seeing what's going on here to do with this right now. The market pulling back here, 388 here. I think we get that push, try to get that push over the 3,900 here again, strong. Definitely a lot of movement volatility today from the 40s back up there to the 900s within the last basically 30 minutes. I made a lot of money last night already, so I'm kind of like not super crazy or worried about it right now, but let's see. Man, this market is wild. Look at the volatility right now. She's getting crazy up in here. Charles, why are you blocked? You here, bro? You're there, bro. What are you talking about? If you guys haven't hit that like button, you know what to do. Let's go. If we get back over, we think back over the 90s here, we start to push up again. Right now, the 80 area there. I'm watching 90s for a break back over 90s here. Trying to push back over that 90 level here. But having trouble right now at that 90 area on the 15-minute chart. You can see that last 15-minute candle pretty wicky to the top there. Pretty wicky to the top, trying to hold up. There's support right now on the book map here at the 78, 79, 80 area right now, but I think if we can push back over 90, over this high of that candle right there, 90, 25, 90, 50 area, start to break back out to the upside here. But right now, pulling back, there's a 15-minute fair value gap right now on this. So possibly pull back to the 70s first. The Lux Algo there, there's a 15-minute fair value gap, 71s. But just watching kind of that 90 area next. Basically need to get that breakout over 90, 50 here and then squeeze up there towards the 900s again. There's a sell signal popping up here on the Lux Algo indicator. Wow, the market's actually red right now. I didn't even notice that. The market last night was green last night. The market was big up. I think we were up like 2% last night. I'm looking at the M right now. Wow, there is some I don't know if it's just the different contracts, but there's some crazy volatility right now. Is this how it's been all morning? This is how the action's been all morning long? Got some volatility. Last night was insane as well. I don't know if you guys saw the price action last night, but it was wild. It was a wild, wild ride last night. Pretty wild too. The dollar selling off most of the day today, as well as the ES here. So here's this pushback to the 90s. Now we're kind of looking here. If we get this breakout there, if we look at the 3-minute chart with the MACD and everything set up, bouncing, need to get that 21 to cross the 51 here. If we can get back over this 88 level, try to push there through the 90s again. I traded last night, 6 p.m. Eastern last night. The music, oh man. Once again, getting denied there at the 90s. Kind of watching here at the 80s now, see what happens. Oh, this is some wild action. Wild action, my friends. On the book map right now, the 80s sitting there. I think we're heading downtown. Can't get back above that 90 area sooner than later. Then we're heading back down. Probably test that low again. We got a pivot point at the 59, and then a pivot point all the way down there at the 821s. Seeing what they kind of do in this area right now. They gonna try to trap, or are they gonna try to pop it here? Right now on Topstep sitting there. Back above the 21. Ooh, there's that squeeze again. Watch to see what happens at that 90 level. If we pop above the 90s here, there's that little squeeze back up. You got 87 on these little highs there, but then again, that 90 area up there. I think if we get back above 88, there's that fair value gap right there. So we got to get through that fair value gap here on the 3-minute chart, but getting stuck right there right now. Trying to put in that higher low there right now at that 73 level. But getting stuck there. Get this pop up, I think, possibly here. Start squeezing back to the 90s. It looks like it wants to put that higher low in there. Off the 73s now, so we can start to squeeze up over that 90 area again. Push the 900s here. Trying to push up there through that 90 level. There's that fair value gap to get through over that 90 area again, up there to the 900s possible. Needs to break 90 strong. Again, having trouble there at the 90s. So we pulled back already to the 80s there again. Wow, this is like, just wake it up. I gotta get ready here for all this action. Oh my gosh. See if we get this breakdown now through that 73 level. We lose that lower high and start crashing back down here. That 73 level right there is a fair value gap on the 3-minute chart down to the 69s. And then after that, 56, you got that pivot point at the 59. 59 pivot point there on the ES. Currently short right now, looking for a move below the 70s here. Stop at the 80. '81 stop here. Oh, stopped out. Well, back down. I got stopped out 81 and then right back down to 75. Beautiful. And there's that break to the downside. Got the SPY VWAP, the SPY VWAP down there, 384s here. See what happens at that SPY VWAP, 383.60 area on the SPY VWAP. And it looks like we're gonna break through 73 now. Still kind of holding up here, that higher low area. We're bounced off the VWAP on the SPY now. I think possibly could be a long here off the 80s. Off that SPY bounce. Possibly there. Get this push back up now. Got to get through that 90 area again. They bounce off the SPY VWAP there. Try to squeeze it back up. So right now, try to push off the 80s, off that SPY VWAP here. Got that next pivot point on the ES up at the 3,919s here. On the book map, just kind of chopping around here at this 80, 90 level. Get back over 90, try to push up there above the 900s, but right now, that 80, 90 level, just chop zone. MACD is bearish on the 3-minute chart. $15-minute chart still holding up on that fair value gap of the 70s. So if the 15-minute chart wants to hold that 70 area, we'll see what happens here. Whoa. Right into it. Right from waking up from a slumber into the madness, baby. Oh, yeah. They're still trying to hold up here at the 70 area right now. Trying to keep that higher low alive, but overall sitting right there at the VWAP. If we can't hold that VWAP on the SPY, then obviously we sell down. Still bouncing off that VWAP though. Looks like they're trying to hold up here at the 70s. I like this for a long here to get a pop up. I'm gonna try it off of that 80 level. Just with two contracts with a little bit larger stop on it below the 71s here, below the 70s. So right now long off that 79, just two contracts. See if we can get a push back up to that 90s here. I think we gotta have a little bit more of wiggle room here. As long as we keep holding that VWAP on the SPY, I would stay bullish for that push up to the 90s. That VWAP right now at that 380.60, 383.60 level on the SPY. Just not wanting to move through that 80, 90 level right now. Still long, but stop at the 72s here. If we get over 85, we should get that push up to the 90s next. Ugh. I don't know why my eyeballs are so tired this morning. I'm so tired this morning. The time change got me. So still pushing back up. Like I said, got my stop at the 72s off of that 79 entry. So I had a little bit bigger of a stop here for that possible push up there to the 90s. And it looks like we should get this push to the 90s now. I'll take 93 push. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put one contract. I'm going to put one contract out here for the sell. I'm going to sell, take profit at 93 for one contract. I'm going to let the other one ride and see if we can get above 900 here next. Oh, gosh. I would have got filled there, 92s. See if we get filled here at 93.25 for one contract and then keep one contract riding for that push up above the 900s. Getting filled there at 93. Beautiful. Still got one contract. We're moving it to break even now. Let's get that push all the way to the 900s next. Let's go. Let's go, baby. That was a pretty nice little trade there. I told you had to have a little bit bigger of a stop. I think my stop was like 10 handles there. So we'll see if we get this push up there to the 900s next. There's a bunch of sellers there, or at least a lot of volume at that 900 level. This is the June contract. This is the ESM contract. If you're seeing a different price than me, that's why. It's not that I'm trading in hindsight or I'm trading a different day. It's because of the different contracts here. Market's still trying to push up here. We get above that 96, go to the 900s next. 15-minute chart, that idea of getting that push up there to the 919s makes sense. 18 area. That pivot point on the ES at the 919s. 919 pivot point. Still long here. Like I said, I'm just going to hold this one. That last contract, get a push over the 900s possible. When should you trade change contracts? Honestly, this is the week to do it. You'll have to do it at some point this week probably, but I think after tomorrow, the IMs will, probably by Wednesday, the IMs should be the highest contract. So right now, trying to push up there above the 900, still long here. I'm gonna move my stop to right below 88s. That guarantees I lock in $500 there on that one contract. But let's see if we can get that push all the way above the 900s next. From the 79s right now. Let's go, 900 push. 900 push, 900 push, 900 push. Push the 900s. Right now, trying to get through that 900 level here on the 1 minute chart. You can see getting very tight right there. Let's get this breakthrough 900. The SPY bounced right off that VWAP. Guys, I posted this chart just yesterday on the channel. If you don't remember, if you don't watch the videos, you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I posted this chart right here, the VWAP with the SPY. You can see how beautifully this is all played out today. I would say stopped out there at 90 now, just to lock in that last contract on that move there. But still, we'll see what happens next. We got stuck, pretty much pushed up there to the 97s, got stuck, but we bounced right off that SPY VWAP, and that's what I was looking at there for that bounce off of that SPY VWAP. I posted this whole chart strategy on the YouTube yesterday, so there it is. SPY VWAP, SPY VWAP. The SPY VWAP. So now we're just sitting back here waiting and watching to see let's see what has let's see what happens here next. If we get that push, I think if we get that push over 97 here, we definitely get that break over the 900s. So Nico, I didn't oversleep today. There was the time change, bro. Time change yesterday. I've been waking up at 4 o'clock for the last, 6 months or whatever it is, and just out of habit set my alarm for 4 o'clock instead of 3 o'clock. So the market pulling back here, 85s again. Now 1 minute. This is the 3-minute chart right now we're looking at. Yeah, the time changes yesterday. What the fuck? I mean, give me bullshit. I showed up late for the first time in like fucking months, so everybody relax. Let me see you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and go live on YouTube, you fuckers. MACD still looking a little choppy down there, but I think overall right now we're kind of just pushing back up here. Are all the banks just getting murdered today? Not really. Bank of America only down 3%. Not too bad. Bank of America with a big old gap fill pushing back up there. Trying to get that fill in the gap fill. I wonder how's my bank doing? Oh fuck, my bank's down 13% today. Uh-oh. Time to go to the bank and get some money out. Bank of Hawaii down about 19% earlier. Wow. All these banks got murdered. All them banks got murdered. Yeah, you definitely don't want to go rob a bank today. I don't know, like, are there actually people going out right now and going to the ATMs? Like, market pulling back here, 83s right now. Morgan Stanley this morning said, sell any bounce on the government intervention. The next leg of the bear market has begun. Wow, come on, Morgan Stanley. Really fucking create some fear, why don't you? Create some fucking fear. Why don't you, Morgan Stanley? These fuckers, man, they love doing that shit. Sell any bounce the market has. Next leg of bear market has begun. God. Charles Schwab shares head for the worst day ever as down 20% as banking crisis deepens. Schwab is the 8th biggest U.S. bank by assets with $7 trillion in client assets, 33 million active brokerage users. Meanwhile, City analyst upgraded Schwab from the neutral to buy, so you gotta love it. You got some banks saying that it's time to get ready for the next bear leg down. You got some banks saying it's time to buy. Who do you trust here? Who do you trust? Well, fuck, I got $257,000 in the bank. I gotta go get the $7,000 out real quick because it's not insured. I got 7,000 over the threshold. Damn it. BRB. Market pushing up here again. I think we want to go over that 900 level, but as of right now, we're kind of just still chopping around here. Overall, still looking like she wants to push up here. If we get over 98s, try to push up there above the 900s next. The dollar dumping right now. Wow, impressive. We're kind of watching to see what's going on here at the 90 level here. If we're going to find some support off that 90, get that push up there towards the 900s next. I think if we get over that 98 level, we'll push through the 900s next. On the book map right now, you can see kind of that liquidity stacking in there. I like the idea of this push over 900s quickly. We pushed up there to 900s, got stuck again at 900. You saw that liquidity got taken out at the 900s, so we should squeeze through 900s here now. Now that liquidity's gone, but this is some wild action, boys and girls. Hold on to your horses. We're literally experiencing history right now. We are trading history in the markets, my friends. They're gonna write stories about this one day. Back in 2023, the great financial crisis number 500. Trading the history. We're actually like, you know how you went to school and you learned about the stock market crash of 2000 and so of 1991? Well, right now we're in it. We're gonna be in the history books. They're gonna write a story about how there was a YouTuber live on YouTube talking about the market moves as they happened. We pushed up there to the 900s, got stuck. We just could not get through 900s there again, pulling back again. Ay, ay, ay. Need to hold that 90 level, or gonna pull back down here to the 80s possibly. I mean, the dollar is dumping right now. I'm impressed this is selling off here, but still holding up there. They want that push over 900. They want it. I think the volatility is just taking people out here. Too many people are playing with tight stops in this volatility. You can't play that tight stop money game. You got to play that money go up game. So needs to push through 900 strong. That next pivot point on the ES up there at the 18s. 18 pivot point, 918 pivot point. Getting tighter and tighter here at the 900s, but get through that 900 level, push up there to the 910s next. What a time to be alive. We're trading the history. If you guys haven't hit that like button, help me out, blow up that like button. We're trading history right now. And we got 450 likes. 450 likes on a historic day like this? Come on. Come on. Come on, people. Right now, market chopping around the 98s. I'm looking for that push over the 900s here. Very volatile. We're up, we're down, we're all around right now. Having to play with a little bit bigger stops, a little bit smaller size today. So it's okay to scale down, my friends. Scale back, smaller size, a little bit bigger stops. Play it a little bit wider than normal, especially on this volatility right here. Trying to get this push over 900 strong. I think as long as we can hold this 90 area there, that 92s. Try to get that push over 900 next, but it's a lot of choppy action here. And back down there to the 90s again. I'm gonna go to the back. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Put the book back up there for you guys. BRB. I'll be right back. Don't leave yet. Don't leave. dying. Dying. I can't breathe. Back to the 80s. Pop it back up here. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. We think over 90, we push back up there to the 900s again. Right now on the 3-minute chart, trying to break out here. Once again, above the 90s. The dollar dumping down. The ES are rallying to the moon to get that break over 900 here. Wowzers. Back to the 900s just like that. You gotta love the volatility right now. Stay alive, my friends. Stay alive. See if we get this break over 900 quickly for just a quick little pop. There. Yep. Little 5 handles. I'm just gonna play this thing 5 handles, baby. Just 5 handles here. 98. 02. Bam. That's not even 5 handles. That's 4 handles. But I want, yeah, I need to make this 5 to 1. Here we go. Yeah, 5 to 1. Change my bracket real quick. I had it last night. I was literally trading 1 to 1. I need to trade 5 handles here. 5 handles on, yeah, so 250. I did 3. We'll go 350 per contract here. So I'm gonna change my bracket there up to the 9, over the 900s again. I said that push up to the 910s earlier. The market up there to that 910s. We got a bunch of liquidity stacked up on the book map. Kind of watching this pullback area for another possible long entry here. For that push over the 10s next. Let's see if we get this push through the 10s up to the 12s there next. Little quick squeeze of the 12s. Can we get through the 12s there? Just 2 contracts. Trying to, getting filled beautifully. Nice little 5 handles again on that trade. We got that pivot point coming up at the 19s next. Through the 12s. Look at this thing. Absolutely madness. But the 1,000 tick chart right now is madness. From the 05s back to the 12s, from the 12s to the 05s. Won't stop, can't stop. It's ripping right now. We're ripping for that move up there to the 19s. Pivot point at the 19s here. That 15-minute chart breaking out there. Look at the 1 minute, the 3-minute chart here getting the breakout. You're thinking that push up here, the 19s. Look at the 15-minute chart here. There's that push above the 900s, just like I said. Hey, he said it. Oy. On the 15-minute chart, you can see we were kind of chopping around there from the 78s to the 90s. Finally getting that breakout over the 90s, up there above the 900s now. And that idea of kind of pushing up to the 20s. Got that pivot point at the 919s. So we're above the 900s here, pulling back right now. That pivot point on the ES, we're hitting that pivot point on the SPY right now as well. That 387.80 area pivot point on the SPY here. Well, let's see what happens with that pivot there. Right now, just watching to see what the next move is here. What's the next move? Do I trade VWAP or deviations? Yeah, I trade the VWAP. If you guys haven't hit that like button, help me out, blow up that like button. We're live. Yeah. Right now we're pushing up there. There's a new week opening gap right there, and then we got that pivot point at the 19 area. So I basically want to see what happens. We get above that pivot point on the ES, on the SPY here. There's that push above the pivot. Well, on the SPY here, just going straight up right now. Holy crap. Is it the volatility that's causing the mad P&L swings from a small move? Well, I wouldn't say they're very small moves, Leo. We went from the 80s to the 20s. That's a 40-point move in a matter of 3 minutes. 40-point move in the middle of 3 minutes. And then tomorrow we got CPI numbers. So we got fucking lots of crazy action. First Republic Bank right now is down 73%. Holy fuck. I thought you guys said it was down 20%. It's down 73%. First Republic Bank. Well, you got implied volatility on the options, so trading options on a day like today is really difficult. My average lots, my average size for the ES, I'm normally trading maybe 5 contracts, but on a day like today, I'm just trading 1 to 2 contracts. Right now, market pulling back there from that high. We pushed up there to the high area, 20. What was the high? 26.75. Would like to see a pullback a little bit deeper. Maybe touch that 3,900 area again. This is the trading view we're looking at right now. My preferred VWAP indicator is just the normal basic VWAP on TradingView. That fair value gap kind of like down there in the 900 area. So if we can respect that fair value gap here on the 3-minute chart, kind of pull back the 900s again, might be another opportunity to look for a long down there. Right now we're pulling back to the 21 EMA. We got the MACD looking bearish again, so we need a little reset here, a little pullback for that next breakout possibility here. But this was an overall nice little breakout there. Here on this move, we got the MACD cross, we got the breakout right there, and then we ran 20 points, 30 points there. The problem is today is one of those days where technical analysis is just going to be almost obsolete. The market's going to go where it's going to go. Any type of news post or anything that's going on with the news is going to get the market to move here. So volatility, baby, volatility. If you're if you're a new trader, you're just getting into it, maybe you're having a little bit of trouble, today might not be the day. Today might be a good day to either trade the micros, small size, or just don't trade today, my friends. A lot of volatility, a lot of risk today. Very easy to get chopped up in this price action. Very easy to get chopped up here. Rachel down 325. That's not a terrible loss for a day like today, but yeah, I would definitely say not a good day to try to dig out of the loss. I think if we get back over 16, should get a little pop up here. Let's see. I need it to get a little bit higher, maybe 18s, but getting tighter and tighter here. If we can pop over 18s, should get that pop over. If we pop over 18s, should make a new high over 18s here, but needs to break over 18 first. And then push up there above the 20s next. The SPY right now holding at the pivot point, that 387.80 pivot point on the SPY, holding there. And right now trying to push above that 20s there. Looking for 22s, 24s here. Just taking 5 points for those little moves above the 20. Let's even get filled at 22 here. Watching the book map. Getting filled there at 22. Beautiful. Can we get a little bit more? That was an easy little trade off of that break over the 18s up there to the 22s quickly. Still looking like we can push through the 22s. Right now holding that 80 MA. And again, tapping 22s there. Let's see if we can get that push to the 24s next. Get this push up 24s here. Beautiful. I can't lose today. I can't, well, had one little loser, but I can't lose right now. Now that I'm awake. Now that I'm awake, you know. Now that I'm awake, I'm good to go. I'm trading the ESM. I did roll over. What are you talking about, Steven? And there's that pop up over the 20. Like I said, over 18 here. Basically, what we're looking for is this pop over 18. You can see on the 1 minute chart. If we get rid of, let's get rid of the, yeah, there we go. 1 minute chart. Basically, what I was looking for, that break over this 18 area, just for 5 handles. Remember, we're just taking 5 handles today. Small size, quick risk, quick reward. So over that 18 level, we pop up there 29. So 10 handles there for you guys. Walmart has 5 dozen eggs for $8.90. Oh. Don't you live in the middle of nowhere though, Rachel? Where do you live at again? I'm not sure I could live in the middle of nowhere just to be able to buy cheap eggs. Kansas City, it's booming. Yeah. Kansas City. That's where it is. Too far from the ocean. Too far from the ocean. So there's that little pop up there. Like I said, over that 20 was just looking for a quick 5 handle pop. So over 18, we got up there to the 29. So we got 10 handles from that move over the 18s. Looking a little choppy here on the 3 minute chart right now. Looking a little choppy. I'd be a little careful. Not doing anything up here right now. Just kind of sitting back, waiting and watching here. We got that previous high from the morning at 7 a.m. here, resistance wise, at that 28. So we push to the 29s here. Having all kinds of problems today. Can't breathe. So this right now, sitting back here, waiting and watching for that next setup. What we want to see is, you want to, on a day like today, I think the best idea for trades is just basically waiting to break through levels and just like wait for that market to just look like it just has to go higher. And that's when we look to kind of capitalize off that volatility. The SPY is still kind of grinding up here. Can I pick up eggs from the feral chickens? Have you guys ever fucking went and picked up eggs from feral chickens? I'd love to see you do that. Yeah, go spend a couple hours looking for eggs in the woods. That's what I want to do. I can make $2,000 trading futures in 1 minute, but I'm gonna go spend fucking an hour looking for eggs in the woods. That's what I'm gonna do. Yes. What a great way for me to spend time, you know? Spend my time. I made $5,000 in 5 minutes, and then I went out and I looked for eggs in the woods for 2 hours. Are you fucking kidding me? Come on. What do you do? Well, you know, I day trade. I make thousands of dollars day trading, but when I'm not day trading, I like to just go out in the woods and look for eggs. Fucking egg trader. Market's still pushing up here, but like I said, just kind of don't love this price action at this level. At least we were looking a little bit earlier, we were looking a little bit better down there, but right now this is looking very topsy-turvy here. Tech T's out there picking up people's golf balls when they hit it to the fairway. He's like, oh look, a brand new golf ball laying in the middle of the golf course. Let me just grab this real quick. When I was a kid, I used to do that when I was probably like a 10-year-old. We literally like run out and grab a golf ball off the golf course after somebody hit it, and then they would look for it for so long. Hey, when you're a kid, you do stuff. You know, you do crazy stuff when you're a kid. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Market trying to push through that 30 level, looking like the end of the world is not happening today, baby. The ES said, hold my beer. Jimmy DeButler, there is a video on my channel talking about Topstep payouts. If you want to learn more about Topstep, there's a link there in the chat box. I got a video on the channel showing the payout process, how it works, getting paid out, and all that fun stuff. So Zero Hedge. I'm drinking a Gator Light. It's called a Gator Light. It's Gatorade Light Zero. It's got no sugar. It's got salt, and it's got potassium, sodium, chloride, magnesium, calcium, and no added sugar. Trying to wake up in the morning and be hydrated, baby. Getting my magnesium and my chloride and my potassium for the day. No energy drink this morning, actually. I woke up and I was not really, I thought I might go back to bed, to be honest. Right now, it's currently, I might go back to bed here in a little bit. It's 6 it's only 5:20 in the morning here. So I might end up going back to bed for a few hours. How'd the trading go today? Colby, the trading went well. Went great, my friend. It went just absolutely remarkable today. Alchemist, let's go. I am in Hawaii right now. You guys, you'll know where I'm at based on the background. In Florida, I have the black background. In Hawaii, I have the wood background with the sign. So if you're ever wondering where I am, yeah, you'll know by my background. If you're wondering, where's Patrick at today? No, I have a house in Hawaii. I have a house in Florida. I didn't move. Lito, we're not trading options. We are not trading options. We are trading futures. People always ask me, what do you trade? What options are you trading? We're trading the ES futures. This is not options. Michael likes the open window plants background better. Well, is what it is. Just kind of waiting and watching. We pushed above that pivot point on the ES. We pushed above the pivot point on the SPY. There's a lot of resistance here in that 30 level. So let's see what happens here. A lot of resistance right now. I should move to Puerto Rico. Have you ever lived in Puerto Rico? I would not want to live in Puerto Rico. Everyone's always got so much advice from me. How do I ever survive without all the advice from the people in the chat box? I have not figured this out. How have I ever fucking been able to manage living without everybody giving me advice? Didn't you pay the rent for the apartment in Orlando? I did. That's what happens when you rent an apartment. You pay the rent. I pay rent for an apartment in Orlando, and I pay rent for a house in Hawaii. I've just got so much money. I like paying rent for places I'm not even at. I'm just so fucking lucky like that, you know? I like to pay electricity bill in places that I'm not even at. I haven't been in Florida since February now. Market pulling back. Like I said, I was not loving that 30 area. A lot of resistance up there. I mean, I got sleep. I went to bed yesterday at 8 o'clock. I woke up this morning at 4 o'clock. I got plenty of sleep. Don't you guys worry about me. Do not worry about me. I'm going to survive. I'm a survivor, baby. I'm a survivor. All right. What's the worst advice? Free advice. Hey. Market holding there at that 15 level. Why Hawaii? Have you ever been to Hawaii, John? Why do I have a place in Florida? Because I'm from Florida. I grew up in Florida. I have family in Florida. I go to Florida. I don't know. Why does anyone do anything? The problem is I just have so much money that I just do stupid things. You know, I'm just so rich now. YouTube rich. I'm just so rich. It's just hard to not spend money. I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I'm gonna get me an apartment in Orlando because I just have so much money that I want to spend. Just want to spend it all. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna take this little long right here off the 21s. See if we can't get a push up to that 28 area, maybe 26s here. We're kind of holding up there. So let's see if we can get a little 5-handle push up there, 26s. We'll go 26.50 area here for this little push back up. possible. Only 2 contracts, playing with a tight stop here as well, so we're only risking $175. We are looking for that push up here, and needs the whole 20s. Can she hold there at the 20s? And stopped out for $175 there. We almost got the push. We got the push from the 21s to the 25s. We just needed a little bit more. Now she's going to go. That's the problem. I mean, obviously, when you're trading with a tight stop, it's a little riskier, but now it's going to push 26s. All right, yeah, look at that. Would you just look at it? Up there to the 26s. Oh, come on. Going 26s. Push to a high there of 27.25. Would you just look at it? Will you just look at it? Just look at it. Oh. Now up there are the 28s. The correct symbol for the ES is ESM3. Yeah, I'm gonna move in with Logan Paul in Puerto Rico. That's what I want to do. I want to move to Puerto Rico and live with Logan Paul. That's my fucking dream. I've always dreamed of that. Oh God. And now pushing up there to the 32s. Don't you just love that? Don't you just love it? Look at that. I got stopped out at 19. It goes to 32. That's my fault. I probably should have had a little bit bigger of a stop there, but I was like, hey, I want to just keep a tight stop, not give back big profits here. But there it goes. Up there to the 33s, 34, still going. Does Hawaii have similar tax advantages to Florida? No. Hawaii is very democratic and has a lot of really bad taxes. And right now the market trying to push up there above the 30s now. That next pivot point on the ES is going to be 57, 957 pivot point. Patrick, I found good indicator. If you ain't to check it out. Okay. If I had $1 for every time somebody sent me an indicator, I'd be fucking rich. I'd be real rich if I had $1 for every time somebody sent me an indicator. You can see we're getting tighter and tighter right now, squeezing up there to the 33s. Oh, we up, we down, we all around, boys and girls. It's a wild, 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 wild west of trading right now. I want to point something out. Just yesterday, we posted this video on the channel on the YouTube. If you guys didn't watch it, literally posted that video talking about this exact idea of trading here with the pivot points, with the action. So if you're missing out on this type of action, you don't know what to do. How do I learn more, Patrick? What do I do? What do I do? Well, guess what? We got a video here on YouTube that I posted just yesterday talking about the pivot points, talking about the VWAP, how to play it, how to make money with it. I think this is really the easiest setup that you could possibly have. Easiest strategy for a day trader. You know, we talked about it yesterday, like the pivot points on the SPY, the VWAP on the SPY, you look for the gap fills, you look for the bounces off the VWAP. I would say, like I said earlier or yesterday, no major move happens without testing that VWAP, and that's exactly what we got. We tested it here, we kind of pulled back into it there, got that big break to the upside, we hit the pivot points. Honestly, like I think at some point I might just get to a point where I try to automate this and create an algorithm that just buys literally these opportunities, or at least maybe just try to open up an account where I just put a trade on based on the VWAP on the SPY. I mean, that would have just gotten long there at the 384s and just up there to the 390s there. So, yeah, if you guys haven't hit that subscribe button, the like button, I don't know what you're doing. You're missing out on all the great action and videos we're posting up on the channel here. Right now, market pulled it back to the 24s here. I know we're all joking around about the banks and stuff crashing, but we really don't want that to happen. I mean, honestly, I don't think people really understand how bad a financial crisis would be again. See, because I think this time around, a financial crisis this time around is just going to be a totally different ball game than the last one. These banks got to figure this shit out. We're already in a financial crisis. I wouldn't say we're there just yet. I don't know if you guys remember, but back in 2020 when the entire market got halted. I think it was like 3 times in one day. Even futures, everything stopped trading. I mean, the big problem right now with the banks, what's happening is you're basically having a bank run. You know, if everybody in America goes to the bank at the same time and wants to get their money out of the bank, you can't get your money out of the bank. Because what banks do is they take your money, they either loan it out to earn interest on it, or they buy T-bills, they buy treasury bonds, they buy different bonds and bills from the treasury so that they can earn interest on it, so they can protect your money, basically. You know, up to $250,000. Up to $250,000 is insured by the FDIC. They said just today that literally the median bank account amount is only $5,000 in America. So literally the vast majority of Americans have less than $5,000 in their bank accounts. I think it was like 65% of Americans have like less than $1,000 in their bank accounts. So are we really worried about the fucking banks collapsing right now? Like, I think people are just really buying into the fear. You know, if you think about it, like if For the majority of Americans, how many Americans have $250,000 in the bank account? You know? The banks will not collapse like FTX. That Lulu, please do not say that. That's not even a correct idea. The FTX and banking in America is totally different. You have the FDIC. Every fucking bank has insurance for up to $250,000. A lot more than you think have $250,000. No, what do you mean, David? How the fuck? Americans do not have $250,000 in their bank accounts. Get the fuck out of here. Come on. Like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. There's literally a poll just recently said that less than 65% of Americans have $1,000 saved. So you think they have $1,000 saved, but they have $250,000 in their checking account? Get the fuck out of here. I would say less than probably 85% of Americans have $250,000 in their bank account. They might have investments, they might have, you know, equity in their house, things like that, but I would say at least 80% of Americans do not have fucking $250,000 just sitting in their bank account. That's literally the biggest bullshit I've ever heard. Like, if anyone in the chat believes that people in America just have $250,000 sitting in their bank account, you're fucking full of shit. Yeah, Nico, 80% don't have 50K, 100%. The Fed literally came out and said that they will basically back every bank. So I don't know why anyone's even worried right now. I mean, I don't even have $250,000 in the bank. No, like, come on. And I'm rich. I made over $100,000 last month, and I don't even have $250,000 saved up. How many Americans are making over $100,000 a month? So the market trying to find some support here at the 11s right now. We're right there. There's a pivot point on, well, not the 11s. Yeah, 17s now popping back up. There's a pivot point at the ES at the 20s. Peter said the U.S. average savings account balance is $41,000. Yeah. Like I said, there's literally like the chance, like people think that like everyone's gonna be fucked because, oh my God, they're gonna have no money. But let's be honest. I would say most Americans are fucked either way. I am not currently short. I'm not currently long. I'm currently nothing. Currently looking at Twitter, actually. Yeah, so this whole idea of bank runs, like, what are people going to go to the bank, pull out $500? I want my $500 out of my account right now. Give me my $500. I want it now. I'm pulling my money out. I don't trust this bank. I want my $500 right fucking now. Give me my 500. It's just not going to happen. Everybody needs to relax. Everybody's talking about, the problem is you guys got to understand this is exactly what they want you to do. They want you to panic. They want you to have fear. They want you to freak out. The media loves doing this shit. The media literally gets a hold of any type of news and they're just like, how can we figure out how to fucking milk this news for every fucking view, for every fucking penny? There's a reason that last night Jim Cramer did a special report on the banking crisis. They didn't do it because they want to inform you. They did it because they want to make fucking money off you. They did it because they want to get the views. They want to get the fucking ad revenue. The media is not information, guys. The media is entertainment. Think about that. Like all this media, all this bullshit you're reading, all the headlines right now, it's all entertainment. The same way when I post a fucking video on YouTube and I title it, Day Trader makes the most money ever. You know, it's all just fucking entertainment. It's not news. Bitcoin up 20% right now. Holy fuck. That's a little alarming. I think Bitcoin's just up big because all the money laundering people are trying to move their money out of banks in America into Bitcoin. I mean, honestly, think about it. Think about how much money people made off of this. Someone's making a lot of money right now. Think about that. There's people out there that are making a lot of money today. Everybody all these big funds, all this big bullshit, they all got short last week, right? They got short last week. And they're fucking printing money while Americans panic. Right here, this is Western Alliance Bank. Went all the way down to $7, back up there to $25. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit, boys and girls. Watch. Back up to the 20s now, ripping up there again on the 2-minute chart. Little AJ Vivo, if you do a Topstep combine, how many days till your first payout? Well, the minimum amount to be able to go through the combine is 8 days. So. Like I said, I think this whole thing is just one big fucking orchestrated way for these funds and people to make more money. Shkazy, you've made $9,000 in the first day of Topstep. Yeah, you just gotta, for the rest of the week, you gotta just place one micro trade for the next 4 days. Just gotta place one trade per day, basically, in and out. Can I explain the extra $60 a Trade-Evade is charging? I don't fucking know. Do I look like Trade-Evade customer service? Do I look like fucking Trade-Evade customer service? Guys, if you have questions about any brokers or any websites, please direct your questions to them. All right, I'm going to stay live for like 15 more minutes, and then I think I'm done. After that, we'll see. This action it's wild today, my friends. It's wild. I'm pretty happy on the day right now. I made close to $3,000 last night, made another $1,700 this morning. We got a big day tomorrow with CPI numbers coming out. I'm trading the ESM contract. ESM contract. The SPY finding support there at the pivot point at 387.80 area. What kind of PC do I recommend for trading? I mean, pretty much anything works. Trading is not like super intensive. I wouldn't say it's, you know, the platforms that we use for trading are not like 3D or anything. Market pulling back right now to the 16s. Look at that drop, man. This is, you're basically getting 10-point moves. Getting 10-point moves here on the 3-minute, 2-minute candles right now. The dollar ripping back up. On the book map right now, kind of chopping around here at the 20s. I'd say if we break over 25 here, try to push up there again to the 30s. Over this 25 level, needing to get through there. Oh gosh. Nothing fancy. Thanks, bro, for the connect, for the follow. If you guys haven't already hit that like button, subscribe button, you know what to do. Well, let's go. If you guys want to learn more about Topstep, you want to get into a funded account, there's a link there in the chat box to learn more. There's a rooster crowing as well. Also, if you want to learn more about Lux Algo, get 30% off. Use the code PAT30. Right now, trying to push up there to the 25s again. Let's see if we get this breakout over 25 up there to the 30s next. Up there to the 30s next through there. Crazy, like watching the book map here and just like seeing how they're like stair stepping these levels sometimes. Oh, fake out at the, this price action is absolutely nuts right now. Absolutely fucking nuts. Honestly, like guys, I would tell you right now, if you're losing money, like this is, I would just walk away. I would walk the fuck away right now if I was you. Because today is definitely not the day that you want to sit here. I'm long right now, but I would honestly like, don't think that you should trade this if you can't trade it. Please don't go doing something stupid today because of me. Just because I'm trading does not mean you should trade it. Right now, looking for this push up there to the 32s. But please, guys, this is not financial advice, obviously, but today is one of those days where it's okay to walk away. It's okay to not trade, you know? It's totally fine. There we do, getting locked in again. Please, listen to me. If you ever listen to me one time in your whole entire life, today is not the day to try to get rich. All right. So there's that breakout over the 25s. Like I said, up there to the 30s. Beautiful. The one thing that like it suckers people in, right? You think like, oh, there's all this action. The market's moving. Boom, boom, boom. I want to make money. But the problem is it's hard to fucking, sometimes when the market's just super choppy like this, you know, super choppy like this, you gotta be fucking really careful. Like I said, we got that breakout. I don't care what anyone says. They're always like, Patrick never tells us when to buy. Long before we broke out over the 25s, I told you I was looking to get long over 25s. There's that push up there, the 32s for another little 5 handles. Today is definitely a 5 handle type of day. 5 handle type of day. Take 5 handles and walk away. Market pulling back once again, getting stuck there at the 32s. 32.25 being the high up there. I'd be careful shorting today. I'd be careful shorting today. The problem is any type of news comes out, any headline, the market can literally go 50 points up or down in a matter of seconds. In a matter of seconds, my friends, just like that. Let's say you're up $1,000 and all of a sudden you're down $10,000. Andrew, the reason that your ES is at 3,890 is because of the different contracts. The ESH, the ESM. I mean, I honestly would not be shorting today. I think the Fed wants to be bullish. The Fed's going to support the market. Don't fight the Fed. I took one short today. So on the day right now, I made $2,290 last night. And then in my other account, I've made $3,210 today. So on the day right now, on the Sunday open, we'll call it today basically because it counts as the same. We're up $5,000. The world's ending, but Patrick's making money, baby. Let's go. Instead of going to the ATM today, I went on my computer and just made more money. I don't even have to go to the bank. I don't even have to go to the bank today. I just went on my computer and made more money. Pretty insane though. Like I'll be honest, like this action is absolutely insane right now. I don't know if it's because the volume is spread out between the H and the M right now contract, but like, I mean, these moves are just been insane. Absolutely insane right now. This is not normal price action, by the way. Anybody that's watching, this is not normal. This is not normal. On the 2-minute chart, pulling back here into this kind of trend here. Into that new week opening gap there. But like I said, I'm going to walk away. I'm going to be done for the day. I'm not going to push my luck. My thing is like, I always get to a point where I'm like up $5,000 on the day. And then I start fucking around. And then I like get back down below 5,000. And then I end up like trying to get back to 5,000. And then I end up walking away with only 3,000. So I'm not going to even do it. I'm just going to take my profit. I'm totally happy with that. We got some good trades in. I'm happy either way. A green day on a day when the market's this volatile and this crazy, having a nice green day is not a bad reward there. So being patient today, locking in some decent profit. We missed out on the first open of the day actually, but right now the market actually pulling back here. So kind of a double top there at the 30s right now. We'll see what happens. We're above the VWAP on the SPY, the VWAP on the SPY down there at the 385s, 33s. So there it is. I think I'll just go ahead and close it out. Like I said, guys, if you're in the red right now, if you're having a bad day, let's say you're losing money, whatever it is, let's say you're making money. Either way, let's just say you're trading in general. Let's just say you're trading. It's totally fine to walk away, to know when to turn it off, to close it down and walk away. There's nothing wrong with that, my friends. There is literally nothing wrong with walking away. And I know people out there are watching, they're like, I want to make it rich, I want to get rich. But I'm telling you, there will be better days. There will be better action to come. There will be better setups. Right now, this is definitely one of those days where you just, I just think it's better just to stay out of it. Like if I'm telling you, and I've been trading for 7 years and I'm going to walk away, 7 years of trading, and I'm gonna walk away, that says something, right? That says something. Look at that pop back up from the 09. Like, this is crazy. I mean, you're getting 10-point moves instantly from the 10s up there to the 18s. I mean, this is a 1,000 tick chart, and it would just went wee. So please, like I said, if you listen to one piece of advice from me, I know people are out there. I know there's people out there watching the stream right now that are in the red on the day right now, and they're just digging the hole deeper and deeper. Don't dig the hole deeper and deeper. Just turn it fucking off. Turn off the computer, pull the plug, go outside, get away from the computer. Stop. All right? If you're in the red, you're having trouble, you can't figure out what to do today, just stop, walk away, my friends. Walk away right now and just save yourself. Save yourself. We'll be doing it tomorrow morning, 9:15 a.m. I'm going to be here tomorrow for them to open. Roosters are playing outside. But, yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream today. I know it was a little bit late. I apologize. The time change, the daylight savings. Now I got to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. So, there it is. I'm going to walk away. Walk. I'm going to go take a nap, actually. Go take a little nappy nap. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace.